This is a master plan community located in Katy, Texas.
The Oaks Kitchen. That is our on-site restaurant.
Welcome to the American Dream TV, the show that is built on lifestyle, culture, and real estate. I'm your host, Amy Scruggs. In this episode, we are headed to Houston, Texas, where we will be featuring Tricia Turner. Let's get this episode started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
I got it.
Hey guys, Tricia Turner here. I am showcasing Cane Island today. This is a master plan community located in Katy, Texas. It's got 5 builders here. You can build all the way from your smaller homes to a custom home. There's a restaurant located here, which we're going to showcase. We're going to speak to the manager there, and then I'm going to talk to Monica, who is the relationship person for Cane Island. And then, of course, we're going to show you all about the community, so make sure and stay tuned. Hey you guys, I am super excited. I am here with Monica, who is, I call her Miss Cane Island, but she basically is the ins and outs of Cane Island. She has been here for 4 years now. I'm so thankful for doing this with you today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be a part of this, so thank you for reaching out.
Yes, definitely. So tell us a little bit about Cane Island.
Yes, absolutely. So Cane Island is through Rice Communities.
Okay.
That is our developer. We are from Las Vegas. This is our first community in Texas.
Okay.
So we're very excited. We chose Katy for this. And so Rice Communities, when they thought of creating a community here in Katy, they wanted a community that was a resort style living type of community.
This is called the Ambassador Suite.
Yes, it is.
Okay, this is one of the amenities here in Cane Island. Tell everybody about the Ambassador Suite, because nobody has this stuff.
The Ambassador Suite is an amenity we offer our residents here at Cane Island. So you are able to stay here once a year at no cost to you. You simply come to the Welcome Center and ask for a particular day you want to stay here, and you get to enjoy a staycation, not too far from home, but you're able to get away for a little bit and enjoy this beautiful suite that you're able to stay in here at Cane Island.
It's absolutely beautiful. So that is one of the things here at Cane Island that no other community is doing. Tell us a little bit about the other things here at Cane Island that you guys do differently.
Absolutely. We do have a fitness center that is open year-round, 24/7 with your resident key fob. That's how you have access to working out any time of the day. Secondly, we have a beautiful yoga studio that is also here in the amenity village. So you're able to do yoga, and that as well is open year-round, 24/7. Oh, a beautiful conservatory. What am I thinking? The conservatory.
Yes, tell them about that.
Yes, our conservatory is like a glass building that you're able to have different gatherings or parties at the community, and it has a beautiful floor-to-ceiling flower wall. So this I've seen used for proms, for weddings, and I can't forget to mention the Oaks Kitchen. That is our on-site restaurant. You guys, it is popping in there. There is just so many people. We have concerts, we have happy hours, we have, you name it, we're having it. It's the place to be.
And you guys, it's not just for residents, because I don't live here in Cane Island, yet you're gonna see us eating there as a team. So for people that live here, it's a great place to go because it's like a golf cart ride away, a walk away. Most communities don't have that as well. And you know, in 2020, we went through that hard time where people were stuck at home. They couldn't really leave their communities. And so how nice to have your gym there, how nice to have a honeymoon suite there kind of thing, a restaurant there, super cool. And the residents here are amazing. And then for as far as like price point goes here, what would you say, because we've got a lot of people viewing from California, would you say the low is in the high twos?
We're going to say the low 300s.
Okay, there you go.
And we go all the way up to 1.5 million.
Custom homes, correct?
We do have custom homes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you guys, so you've got your pick. Starter homes for the first-time home buyers, all the way to custom in the millions. So definitely reach out to Monica if you want any information about Cane Island. She can plug you into any of the builders here. Thank you so much for doing this today.
You are welcome. So
Bye,
we look forward
y'all.
to seeing y'all. Bye.
Hi, you guys. Come on in. We are here at Shea Homes today. This is one of the builders here in Cane Island. There's about 5 of them. Shea Homes is going to start between 3,000 square feet and 4,000 square feet. This model that we're in today is 3,200 to 3,400 square feet. Price point is somewhere between 500 and 600,000. So you guys come check it out. Hey you guys, I am now sitting with Kevin, who is the executive chef here and one of the owners in the Oaks restaurant. We are located right here inside of Cane Island. So number one, I have never actually eaten here, so I'm in for a treat, and I want to ask Kevin a little bit about the restaurant, kind of what the culture is, because it's got a really cool vibe, and what was the vision, because it's your environment here is really different. There's a tree in the restaurant, as you'll see, and there's plants and there's cactus, and so where did that all come from?
I mean, aesthetically, I think a lot of that came mainly from Dan, who's the person who's developing Cane Island as a community, and people that he has known in this business. As far as the vision for the food and the service, that was between myself and the general manager, Adam Pettit. And us getting together and putting our heads together really is what kind of developed what you're all seeing across the floor with the guests and our employees and all that.
So most master plan communities, you know, some of them will have a restaurant, some of them will have some kind of a cafe. This is a full-blown restaurant, you guys. I'm not kidding, like you do not have to be a resident to come in here. You can be a guest, anybody can come and eat here. Tell us a little bit about the menu as the executive chef. What are you guys specializing in?
So anybody who grew up in Houston, Louisiana, somewhere along the coast will be familiar with the idea of what the third coast is. You got the East Coast, you got the West Coast, and you have the third coast, which is the Gulf Coast. I like to call it third coast cuisine, so I'll get my inspiration anywhere from kind of New Orleans down through Gulf Coast, Texas, and up into northern coastal Mexico. Fresh fish, lots of big proteins. During the fall and winter, I'll do a bunch of Southern Comfort type of dishes. During the spring and summer, I try to lighten it up and brighten it up and use a lot of acid. And like I said, fresh fish and big proteins are kind of my two go-tos.
So are you writing the menu yourself?
Absolutely.
I love that.
There are a few items on the menu now that whenever I got here, people liked them so much that I think it would have been a bad idea to take them off. But aside from the items that I kept from the old menu, I pretty much rewrote the entire menu, and I try to do at least 2 menu changes a year to kind of reflect the seasonal changes.
I love that. And so is the restaurant open 7 days a week?
We're actually closed on Mondays, and on Sunday we do brunch only. So we'll be open from 10 a.m. until 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, closed Monday, and then open for regular business hours every other day.
And how long has the Oaks been open here?
I believe they're going on somewhere around 2 years at this point. I have been here since last May. I came on whenever we reopened after the initial closure of the pandemic. So, but I think they had about a year or a little more of having the doors open before I got here.
I've heard from so many people in the community and from some real estate agents that I know this place is thriving. What do you think is the secret to, one of the secrets to your success here?
I mean, I think there's a handful. Being in the middle of a community that's being built out to over 2,000 homes, that definitely doesn't hurt our cause. I think that whenever Adam and I got to start working together and put our vision, our fingerprint on the restaurant, then that also helps a lot as well, us two working hard and working together. And then just, you know, putting together a staff that will be able to stand behind us and execute that vision. I mean, they do a really great job here as well. So that's probably those 3 items are going to be the 3 things that help us out.
I love that. So tell everybody, since you're the executive chef, what is one of your favorite meals here?
The pork belly appetizer is pretty much a very Southern comfort dish, pretty simple but absolutely outstanding. It's got scalloped potatoes, pork belly, onion rings, barbecue sauce. I mean, where can you go wrong with that? And then on our entrees, I'm actually putting together our new menu for the spring and summer right now. And I've got a really awesome grouper dish that's going to be wrapped in banana leaf and steamed with herbs and butter. So that's going to be a really good one for everybody to enjoy.
Now you're talking to me. You guys, one of the neatest things about this restaurant is, you know, as parents, we've always got little kids with us usually. Just outside this restaurant, they've got a patio, but there's also a green space area that you'll see from our footage. So if you have not been here to the restaurant, this is the Oaks. We are in Cane Island. Make sure and come out. Make sure you come and visit Cane Island, and definitely thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys have a great day.
Bye, y'all.
Up next, we are headed to Houston, Texas, and we're going to be speaking with Tricia Turner, who's going to let us know what's really going on with the market. Tricia, it is always great to get to talk to you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me today. I love talking about the market because there's a lot going on here in Houston.
There is a lot going on everywhere, and especially, I know, in Houston. There are some misconceptions, though, of what's really taking place in Houston. Let's dive into that and talk about what are some of the things that are being talked about that people aren't really aware of.
Well, as everyone knows, nationally, we have a historically low inventory. Like, we need homes on the market today. Unfortunately, a lot of sellers are kind of on the fence about putting their home on the market because they're like, we're not able to find anything. And, you know, prior to the pandemic last year, we were in pretty much a balanced market here in Houston. And what that means is, for Houston anyway, an average balanced market is about 4 to 6 homes worth of, 4 to 6 months worth of inventory on the market at a time. And so you have choices. You're going to sell your house. You can go out and look for homes. You have choices. When the inventory is low, like it is in Houston right now, which is under 2 months of inventory, which is historic for us, there's a lot less choices. In fact, sometimes there's none. And so what ends up happening is, you know, your average homeowner, when they're thinking of selling, they may start thinking of selling 6 months to 12 months before they actually make a move. So they're looking at Zillow, they're looking at Realtor.com, they're looking at our websites, they're looking at HAR, and they're not finding anything. And so then that fear creeps in. They're like, okay, well, the market's great, and I know we can sell our house probably, but where do we go?
Right.
And so it's critical right now that people are working with a real estate professional, because that is the missing piece of the puzzle. Where do you go? And so when you're kind of looking at what your future is, for right now, and especially not just in Houston, but on a national level, housing appreciation is at an all-time high. Here in Houston and in Texas, really, we usually have about a 3 to 4% appreciation, and that's the way it's been for the last several years. Well, right now, we don't. It's higher than it's ever been, and it's going to continue because there's no supply. And so what happens is a home that you were probably going to sell maybe 6 or 8 months ago was probably going to sell for $50,000 or more, you know, less. So right now, people are looking at this and they're like, okay, I can sell my home and make a whole lot more money. Yes. It's ideal, though, for people who are thinking of downsizing. That's number one, because they're going to get the most bang for their buck. But you've got to be strategic. And how do you find that next house? And so for us here, that is a real challenge. Buyers agents are working night and day trying to find these houses for people, but you've got to come up with different options. Right. You know, I tell people, and all of our agents here in my office, look, our goal is always, when we're representing that homeowner, to get them the most money in the least amount of time. And that's what we do, period. And so, it's having a conversation. Is this the right time for you? What is the goal? Is your goal to get the most amount of money for your house? Because if that's the goal, then it's now. Is your house one of those homes that maybe is not very attractive? Maybe it's backed up to a busy street. Maybe it's backed up to power lines. Maybe it has the concept of a floor plan people don't really like. Then that definitely needs to be on the market right now, because those homes historically take longer to sell, oftentimes fail to sell, or when when they do sell, they sell for much less than market value. So in a typical scenario right now, when you've got a home like that maybe isn't a favored home, you're at least going to sell perhaps 5% over market value, maybe even 10% over market value. And so that number one needs to be the object. What is the goal of the seller? What is the goal of the homeowner? And how can we achieve that goal? And then as the buyer, when you're listing your home, okay, let's go find a house now. Well, then what should we do? Then it's going to become all about your finances, because number one, there's a lot of cash buyers coming into the Houston market right now. We've got people coming in from California, a heavy amount of people coming in from California. We're seeing a vast amount of people coming in from Atlanta and Seattle. And what we're seeing is cash. A lot of cash buyers are coming in. And so when a seller puts their home on the market, they're getting multiple offers and they're getting cash offers. Now, the beauty is if the seller is working with a real estate professional, typically that real estate professional can negotiate a longer closing date, oftentimes a lease back for that seller. So where they'll get to actually live in the house after it's closed, and sometimes rent free until they find their home. And so when you're talking about a time frame like that, maybe 60, 90, often 100 days, you'll find a house. That's number one. Number two, the option that people need to be thinking about is a bridge loan. Okay, perhaps the best thing you need to do is talk to your financial institution, see if you can get a bridge loan. That kind of bridges the gap, allows you to actually go out and buy another house before your house sells, move out of your house, and then get your house on the market so you're never homeless. And then another thing that we're seeing here, and we're telling people to do a couple of other things, is RVs. So RVs are the thing right now, and they blew up, of course, when the pandemic hit last year. So travel came to a screeching halt, and then RV sales went through the roof because everybody's like, well, at least I can drive around with my family, even if we all have sickness, you know? And so RV sales went crazy, and they still are. So funny thing is, a lot of my clients have listed their house for sale. They don't really know where they want to go. And so they've bought an RV, put their stuff in storage because they maxed out on selling their house. They're kind of parked in an RV park wherever they want right now as they wait to find that perfect home. And then the other thing that we're telling our clients here to do is, if the goal is to sell your house to get the most bang for your buck, let's put your house on the market right now. Let's get it sold, put your stuff in storage, and then go into an Airbnb, go into temporary housing, go into something for 6 months while you look for your dream home. And so unfortunately, it's not the ideal situation where you're going to sell your house and go look for homes and choose from 10. You're not. But you know what? Sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get the most value. And that's what this world is right now. And we don't know when it will stop. It's projected to be this way at least through 2021. And so that's what we're telling everybody. You've got to get uncomfortable if you want to move forward, period.
I love that you shared that. Yes, you have to get uncomfortable to get what you want sometimes. And this is another reason that we talk about choosing a professional. I mean, the advice that you just gave is absolutely incredible. And you don't get that kind of advice just going on Zillow or just scrolling through the internet. You need a strategic plan. You gave up some really great advice and different tips and direct action items that they could take right now in multiple ways and taking advantage of the market and where it's at. Sell the home now. You're right. There's other things you can do while we're finding you your dream home. My last question for you would be, with buyer fatigue, let's say, those buyers out there still not finding, how do you advise them to be patient and continue through this process?
You know, it is frustrating, it's overwhelming, and it's emotional, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting for the buyers and the buyers' agents. Number one, again, I can't stress it enough, getting with a real estate professional so that you write the strongest offer, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So when you're competing with 15 or 25 or 35 offers, you've got to come out of the gate strong. Number one, don't give up. Get your cash in order, get your finances in order, write a letter. All letters definitely help. Make it personal. Go every extra step that you can to get that offer. And for those buyers that are sitting out there, and there's a lot of them I know that are like, I'm going to wait for this housing market to cool off. We're going to wait for the foreclosures to hit. That's not projected to hit at all. You see, we have, I can't even tell you how many buyers that are homeless per se. They're looking for that perfect home. So when homes come on the market, they're selling right away. And this is projected to go on into 2022. So the idea of let's wait for the foreclosures to hit, you guys are going to be waiting a long time. They're just not hitting, and they're not expected to.
So just go ahead and dive in now. Just start the process, right? Start the process, trust the professional, which is exactly what you are. Tricia, incredible information. Thank you so much for sharing this with us today. I'm inspired. I'm headed to Houston.
You need to come. Come on, you.
If you're looking for homes in the greater Houston area, then you are in luck. We have Tricia Turner's latest listings right here. Let's check them out. 222 Town Oaks Drive. Absolutely gorgeous home, period. You will be wowed the moment you step into this beautiful home located within the highly sought-after Bay Forest. The sellers spared no expense updating almost the entire home, and you will not be disappointed. The backyard is an absolute tropical paradise, designed perfectly for entertaining and spending time with family. You can unwind with a glass of wine under the extensive covered patio while preparing an amazing dinner with the chef-inspired outdoor kitchen. The backyard boasts a beautiful pool and hot tub, a custom putting green, and tons of privacy. The interior has too many custom features to list, but definitely take a peek at our virtual tour for more details. (1625) Harvard Street. If you're looking for the perfect home for working from home and/or homeschooling your kids, this one checks the box. This beautiful, historic craftsman bungalow has plenty of space for working from home, with 2 separate workspaces, as well as a formal living and dining with all the craftsman details. The home boasts a modern craftsman updated kitchen, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and the primary suite with an ensuite and separate large sitting area, fully fenced landscaped yard, patio, and pergola. Large detached 2-car garage with gorgeous garage apartment, includes a full kitchen and a separate entrance which provides a great opportunity for an Airbnb or to house your older kids and/or mother-in-law. (6503) Deer Lodge Trail. Sprawling 1-story Perry home on an oversized lot with a tropical oasis backyard and no rear neighbors. Upon entering, you're blown away by a 14-foot coffered ceiling extended entry. Tons of natural light and scenic views through the family room windows. Flex room can be media game room or second office. Formal dining with trade ceilings, wood floor, and modern light fixture. Gourmet island kitchen with breakfast bar, granite, custom cabinetry, and pendant undermount lighting. Master with hardwoods and wall of windows has an ensuite bath with granite vanity and dual sinks, and separate soaking tub and walk-in shower. Escape in this private backyard with travertine covered patio with dual fans, new custom pool with extended decking, and tons of green space. Only 5 minutes from I-10. (7243) Switchgrass. Built by Highland Homes, ready now. 1-story, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 1 half bath, study, extended master suite. Pass through a partially covered courtyard into a dramatic entryway with beautiful double mahogany doors on a large cul-de-sac lot. Open family living with a beautiful kitchen with a hutch and wood floors through the family room, study, and dining areas. Beautiful 1-story traditional home located in cul-de-sac of quaint gated section in the desirable Cane Island Master Plan community and highly acclaimed Katy ISD. This beautiful, well-maintained, like-new home is ready to be yours. Home features include engineered wood floors throughout with tile-in laundry and bathrooms. Open floor plan, great for entertaining, with wall of windows looking out on extra large covered patio. Hunter Douglas Applause shades on all windows. Under and above kitchen cabinet lighting. Motion sensor faucet. Water softener. Catalytic carbon filter tanks. Reverse osmosis tank in kitchen. Irrigation system, and more. Added fully climate controlled room above garage. Walking distance to amenity center, pools, jungle gym, fire pit, fitness center, yoga studio, conservatory trails, the Oaks Kitchen and Bar Restaurant, and more. It is a must-see. Schedule your showing today. We hope you enjoyed this latest episode of the American Dream TV in Houston, Texas. Make sure and follow us on social media and engage in the conversation. I'm your host, Amy Scruggs, and we look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.